What's going on, everyone? AT&T wants your feedback. All right, guys, how's it going, everyone? It is Saturday freaking morning. We got some lazy bums up in this mug because everyone's staying up till like 5 a.m. this morning from Friday, you know, because people were weird like that and irresponsible. I don't know. What's up, John, Marcus, I said baby Marcus, Jake, Jan. Who's Jan? I don't know if I've seen you here before. It's a little sus. What's up, K-Dog? How's it going, dude? What's up, Lewis? How's everyone doing up in this mug today? Oh, it's Alpha. Okay. Dude, see, I'm not going to remember that. Jan. Like, how do you go from Alpha Wolf, which actually sounds cool, to Jan? Playing Rust all night? Yeah. Dude, I wish I had people to play Rust together with me, man. Rust is fun. I would enjoy it if we could actually go on, if we could get like a small group of people and go on like some expeditions and stuff like that. I actually had a good, they had a good airdrop last night that came along that had like, it had a lot of loot in it that I was actually able to get. I don't know if they upped the what you got back in the airdrops or something, but wow, I had a lot in there. All right, guys, so today we are going to be doing Eagles and Buccaneers. So, guys, in week one, the Eagles had a very tough time producing offense while the defense gave them plenty of chances, and ultimately the Eagles edged the Falcons. The Bucs went into week one, though, with Ryan Fitzpatrick as their starter, and in true form, he started a QB controversy in Tampa after throwing 4 touchdown passes and running one himself as the Bucs won in a shootout against the Saints. So the question for the day, or for this sim, and for the game on the game this week, will the Eagles be able to handle the Bucs' high-powered offense, or was that game against New Orleans a fluke? And will the Eagles offense be able to actually produce points and keep up with the Bucs if for some reason this becomes a shootout? So that is why we're doing this sim today, Aman, because it is, compared to any other game that we have out there, this is much more intriguing. Plus, you know, obviously Eagles being defending Super Bowl champs, there's some interest there in seeing whether or not they can meet similar expectations to what they did last year, you know, even with Foles in at QB. So from the injury report status standpoint, guys, I had this up. I wanted to give you guys some info first before we started doing too much here. So that way you have some context around what the depth chart changes I made. So for the Eagles out again. Alshon Jeffrey is out. Darren Sproles is now out this week, and then of course Carson Wentz. Shelton Gibson, wide receiver, is questionable, but he played on Friday in their practice. He was full practice. Full practice on Friday, so they should be good to go. So typically the people I put on the bench during these simulations are, if they're ruled out or doubtful, then they are coming off, because chances are there's a very good chance that they're not going to play, especially if they're out, of course. Doubtful is more than likely they're going to be out anyways, but questionable and above, questionable, probable, you know, they're going to play, or most likely going to play. So now for Tampa Bay, their injuries include Brent Grimes, their main stud cornerback. He is ruled out, and Vita Vea, one of their I think he defensive tackle, not a high, like he's not like they're one of their best defensive tackles, but he's ruled out as well. Deshaun Jackson was ruled questionable, and JPP was ruled questionable, so both of them will most likely play. Vita Vea, V-E-A. I know, it's a weird name. I was like, whoa, that's actually kind of a cool name though. He's got to be Hawaiian or some crap with that kind of name. I'm not using Roblox account, Marcus. I'll probably never use Roblox account, dude. I don't know how to play that game, and that it just seems weird to me. Like, I'm too committed to Minecraft to jump to Roblox. All right, guys, let's go ahead and do. So with that information that you have there, let's go ahead and do 3-minute bets, guys, just in case anyone tries to jump in late. Oh, JNC, that's what you get, man. All right, 3-minute bet starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom, here we go, guys. It's going to be 1 for Philly, 2 for Tampa Bay, 1 for Eagles, 2 for Buccaneers. And guys, remember, overalls do not mean anything in this game. As we saw clearly yesterday, the Giants were 10 total overall points lower than Dallas, and New York was able to pull out the dub. Overalls don't matter when it comes to actual game time play anyways. Because I'm sure the Saints overall is much higher than 77 as well. They're probably in the 80s. So keep that in mind when placing your bets, guys. I'm not saying, you know, I'm not saying to vote for the Eagles or bet for the Eagles necessarily. I'm just saying that this isn't like freaking FIFA, where essentially the ratings equate to how well the team's gonna do. Like, FIFA is spot on in a bad kind of way. Actually, FIFA is too predictable with their games. So I think actually I think that when if we do FIFA again sometime in the near future, I don't think we're gonna be able to do bets where you can actually bet anything. Like, I think it just has to be like a friendly bet, because FIFA, fly Bucs fly. What the heck? FIFA is just, it's too predictable, man. Like, that's how people made all their gold dragons. Bets are still ongoing, Saquon. We got about a minute left for bets. 1 for Eagles, 2 for Bucs, dudes. 1 for Eagles, 2 for Bucs. We got more going in favor of the Eagles here, it looks like. All right, so this game, let's check out the weather for this game. So this is a 1 o'clock game on Sunday. 1 o'clock in Tampa Bay. It's supposed to be humid and partly cloudy. Ooh, gosh. 90 degrees. Holy hell. That's hot and humid. I mean, that's pretty hot for it to be humid. That's like sticky, nasty, humid kind of weather there, which is nasty. That's a little redundant there. Sticky, nasty weather, which is nasty. I'm sorry, JPP. Oh, you bet against JPP? I mean, man, what's up, Odell? How's it going, dude? So we got Odell and Saquon up in this mug, guys. So if you're listening to the stream after the fact and you want to come chat with Odell Beckham Jr. and Saquon Barkley, they're here in chat watching the streams with us because they're highly intrigued by these games, you know. All right, guys, so bets are closed. More people in favor of Philly over Tampa. Here we go.
To the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With that, let's head over to Raymond James Stadium in Tampa for the call of this one. We bring in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles.
All right,
Davis.
here we
Charles,
go.
Like this,
it's time.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys.
Oh, not a bad return, I guess. Got to the 25. Man.
Time to see what this Tampa Bay offense has in store. They were really good in week 1, putting up 48 points against the Saints, and you see Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Hold on. Raise your hand if you started him on your fantasy team.
Anybody?
I'm asking you. Did you start Ryan Fitzpatrick?
No, he's on the waiver wire. Nobody had him, but career high 417 yards. He was so impressive.
Threw 4 touchdown passes, even ran one in. How about that? Ryan Fitzpatrick, the beard, leads Tampa Bay over New Orleans in New Orleans. We could have a quarterback controversy when Jameis Winston returns after Game 3.
Dun, dun, dun. And the plot thickens. All right, good first run there. I don't even know. This Barber guy is kind of no name. You have yourself an Odell on your fantasy team? Wow. I've got a team like that too, Saquon.
All of 2017. Okay, Evans in the game, 147 total. Deshaun Jackson, 146 total. But it's the big plays that Tampa's been seeking for the last couple of seasons. They got them against New Orleans. They expect that to continue.
The first carry here for Jaquiz Rodgers. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Defense here for Philadelphia. It's a group.
Your king is here.
Holding Atlanta to 12 points. That's not easy to do.
The pass rush still in full effect. Remember, Vinny Curry went to Tampa Bay in the offseason. Bo Allen, who played very well at defensive tackle, he also went to Tampa Bay. But Brandon Graham is still around. Derek Barnett, last year's first-round rookie, is really stepping up. Chris Long, the wily veteran, is there. And they really love having Jordan Hicks back at middle linebacker. He's helping solidify that entire group.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And they'll try the ground game here.
Oh.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about
what's up, Donovan? Mike, Des Bryant is not going to go back to the Cowboys, dude. They cut him for a reason, man. You don't cut someone like that and then you like, oh, well, never mind. All right, so Philly stops Tampa on their first drive. He just got rammed. Oh, good run return there. Oh, I forgot to. I didn't mention who. I didn't think I mentioned who. Oh yeah, I did mention who Philly had out. So remember, Sproles is out. So Sproles isn't there to do the kick returns or punt returns.
Nick Foles, so Super Bowl MVP, Week 1 this year, getting the start. Carson Wentz still out, only 117 yards, but. Look, they got the win. That's really all that matters.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for them. No touchdowns and interception from Nick Foles, as you mentioned, with the 117 yards. But
sore throat and stuffy nose. Did you leave your window open?
Being able to play the position,
overnight,
able to win, allows them to move the time for Carson Wentz to come back.
Should you go to the Bucs? Oh, Odell, you come to the Browns, dude.
And the franchise.
With Landry and Gordon, dude.
Several weeks away potentially.
Sounds like a much better trio. The Bucs have no one else other than Evans. I mean, Deshaun Jackson's okay, but he's kind of old there. Oh, a screen. What the hell? EA, fix that. Fix that, EA.
It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass.
No? Okay. Well, sometimes that would have... Sometimes if you leave your window open overnight, that could get your the throat because of sinuses and crap like that.
So they had the big loss on
being old doesn't mean much. Yeah, it does. It means that you're subject to being injured. Your probability of being injured is much higher, and then your probability of coming back from bigger injuries is higher. Well, your probability of not coming back from bigger injuries is higher.
Which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
You're excited for the Cowboys. You're about to get more yards than Zeke. That'll be interesting to see, man. We'll have to see.
Down a nickel formation here defensively.
Has there been any cheese yet? No, not really. Just one of your usual AI goof-ups. Foles back to pass. Lots of time. He chucks it deep. Oh, wide open. 10-5. Oh, my gosh, to the 2. What a huge play. Was that Wallace? Who is that? Aguilar. Wow, Aguilar broke deep. Holy crap. He topped out the defense, dude. Wow. Remember, like I said, Brent Grimes is not out there for Tampa Bay today, guys. So he's their best cornerback. Now Aguilar is a slot guy. So I mean, I don't know that Brent Grimes would necessarily be on him, but he topped out the defense. That's a glitch. How is that a glitch? What are you talking about? Oh my gosh, Ajayi, not even touched. Touchdown, Philly. So Philly starts out strong.
2 yards out, and the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Who knows the Fly Eagles Fly song?
Dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott.
Oh God, he got cheesed. The blocked extra point attempt. Oh, he almost broke through it. Wow, Madden cheese already. Wow. Wow. Philly gets cheesed. A Philly cheesesteak special up in here.
Told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. Just 1 point.
If you can do this.
Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. Gets fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football.
Bruh says OBJ. Bruh, OBJ, bruh.
And make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs.
I thought you wanted to hear the fight song. You're a disgrace, Barkley. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that was a Philly cheesesteak special right there. All right, so here we go. Tampa Bay's second possession. Let's see what Ryan Fitzpatrick can do. Throws it short, caught, got a few yards there, 3 or 4. 4 yards, 1 for 1, 4 yards.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Sounds kind of kinky, Donovan. What kind of stuff are you into, bro? Oh, 3 or 4 yards there for Barber.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited.
All right, so 3rd down and short.
Maybe not so much in the
for Tampa. Let's see, can Philly's defense hold? Oh, blitz! Down goes Fitzpatrick. Down goes Fitzpatrick. Oh my God, what a! He tried to go for the play action. They missed the block, and Jerry gets in there.
What a running start right back to
So, well, I mean, I think that was, yeah, someone definitely missed a block, or they just sent a blitz basically.
That's really, really difficult. You're asking a
They sent a blitz because they had more guys in there than they could block on their play action pass.
Sometimes the advantage definitely goes to
So with that, Tampa Bay's got to punt again.
Here's Brian Anger now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20.
He tried to spin and spun right into him.
6 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The defending champion Eagles.
You rigged the simulation. It's not possible, man.
Takeaway from them on opening night. They got the 18-12 win. What do you see as you look at their schedule these next few weeks?
Yeah, my first takeaway was that they found a way to win ugly on a night filled with emotion, right? Where you unveil the Super Bowl banner and you know everyone's going to come at you with full emotion themselves. They weathered the storm and got a win.
Remember, it's AI versus AI, so the AIs both have the same sliders. They use the same sliders, so you can't rig the simulation in favor of one team or another. The only thing that determines the outcome of simulations is how well the AI plays for each team based on their player ratings and stuff. So, like I said, man, Brent Grimes is out for Tampa. That could hurt him pretty bad on defense. He's their main DB, man. Without him, who knows what's going to happen. And they're also missing one of their starting defensive tackles too, right? So, all right, another first for Philly there. Foles looking like Super Bowl champion Nick Foles.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable.
Who do you think, K-Dog?
Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
I knew you were going to say that, and I was getting ready I was already preparing my response. Nope. All right, Foles back to pass again. Short. Look at that. Nice route. Nice crisp routes, man. They had someone up there with the block. Wallace on a little out route.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, but I don't think the Giants, I think, I mean, unless somehow they manage to surprise a lot of people, I still feel like the Giants are, there's some key pieces away from being back to Super Bowl form, Giants. And honestly, I mean, they may not win another Super Bowl or be close to another Super Bowl in Eli Manning's career with New York. I don't know.
You said to me a couple weeks ago they have to improve, CD. Where do they have to improve?
Overall defense.
No, I wasn't going to say running back.
They won the offseason. They got Jason Pierre-Paul. They got Vinny Curry. Bo Allen can push the pocket from
the main thing is offensive line and defense. I mean, there's still some key there's holes they need to fill on that offensive line, and they definitely need some defense, man. I mean, I can't believe they let go of Prince Mukamara, right? Come on, man. You guys know this. You guys know the command. Yes, there you go. Saquon's got it. That's the list of my favorite teams for all the leagues I follow. Whoever was asking.
Just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
They come up to the line now facing
So I can't remember our success rate, our sim success rate last year. I feel like it was like 40-some% or something like that, or maybe less. Short, 3rd and 10. Oh, another. Oh, that may be short. Or oh, they gave him the first down Philly on 3rd and 10. Yesterday's game was good. Yeah, it was pretty intense, man. It was like back and forth and down to the wire type of game. Those are good.
They go play action.
Play action, Foles. Gets the last block. Oh, he steps up in the pocket, throws deep, caught wide open. Aguilar.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20.
That dude was wide open, man. The coverage broke down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Bucs are getting raped. I don't know about that, but
just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
oh, false start. Let's start this again.
From our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw
Still
it,
first down.
you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's a giant.
Stuffed. Lost a yard. 2nd down and 16. We got, yeah, but 500 false starts. Yeah. Yeah, false start. Eric Flowers. Holding Eric Flowers. Offsides, Eric Flowers. Personal foul, Eric Flowers. You ate pizza for breakfast. That's nasty, dude. Gotta eat a nice, good old-fashioned granola bar for breakfast. You know, I meant to drink some coffee for breakfast. Ground some beans and drink some coffee for breakfast today. How's that nasty? Because breakfast, pizza's not breakfast food. Caught. Wow, that was terrible. They gained a few yards back, but damn. What's up, Sam? Your school's varsity team won the game yesterday, 51-0. Wow. Do I like cold pizza? I mean, I can eat cold pizza, but not particularly. Like, if I had an option not to eat cold pizza, then I would be fine. I would prefer that. Warrant some nice hot pizza with some pepper. Ooh, oh, pepper. Mmm.
The Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary.
How you let people label what's breakfast food? Because you don't eat pizza for breakfast, dude.
He'll look to throw.
Up, up, up. Oh, down goes Foles. Down goes Foles. Golston gets the sack. So 1 sack apiece for each team. Oh, and he just masturbated all over him. What was that? Your school is 4-2. Who says so? I don't know. Look, go to a breakfast restaurant, Mike. Go to any restaurant that serves breakfast, and you tell me which one serves pizza for breakfast. When you're growing up as a kid and your parents are making you breakfast, how many times did your parents serve you breakfast pizza for breakfast? So that's who says so. All right, so Elliott coming in for field goal here. Hopefully they don't get cheesed. And the kick is up, and it's good. So for Tampa Bay's defense holds this time around and forces a field goal, 10-0 in favor of the Eagles.
That's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder.
Yeah, see, I can't do crushed red pepper, dude. Crushed red pepper annihilates my stomach, and that's too spicy for me now. Can't do it. My stomach would be dead 5 times over. Oh yeah, that's true. 9-0. Sorry, because they didn't get the extra point the first time around. So still a 2-possession game nonetheless.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
What am I eating? Yeah, granola bar, dude. I love my granola bars for breakfast. It's the oats and honey Nature Valley granola bar.
As many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Second down.
Oh my gosh, whew, that was close. Almost a diving pick. Nice play. Look at that, dude.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air.
Yeah, the granola bars, Nature Valley granola bars, well, at least this kind, let's see. Nutrition facts. 190 calories, 60 calories from fat. It's 16 grams of whole grain per serving. And it says they at least recommend. Oh, wow, he was open, but he dropped it and almost picked, but no. On third down, another bad third down conversion attempt for Tampa Bay. Let's see. So it says 16 grams of whole grain per serving, at least 48 grams recommended daily. So this is about a third of your recommended whole grain consumption daily. What the hell? What kind of coverage was or blocking was that? So it's got 3 grams of protein, 11 grams of sugar. That's not really that good though. I don't like the sugar part. There's some sodium. It's got saturated fat, trans fat, no cholesterol or nothing significant, I guess. It's got iron in it, 4% of the daily volume of iron. It's got some vitamin A, C, and A and C in it, but not anything significant. Wow. All right, John. See ya, dude. Oh, try to get around the block, couldn't do it. Man, Ajayi's got 4 rushes for -1 yards and a touchdown. What the hell?
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
He'll look to throw. Ertz over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Zach Ertz taking dance classes. You heard it here first, guys. According to Charles here. First and 10, a few yards there. Who's my upset pick of the week for week 2?
Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally. Crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I don't know. I don't know if I consider this an upset, but some people might. I could see, oh, another big play for Eagles. I could see Minnesota going into Green Bay and getting a dub.
A good pick up there, a 22.
That could be considered an upset. I could see potentially. I don't know. I mean, another upset I would love to see is I'd love to see New England coming to Jacksonville and Jacksonville get a win in that game. Maxwell, stop it. That's not an upset. Of course it is. I would say it definitely is. Vikings cheat to hit. No, they don't. No, they don't. They have good defensive players, and I would consider it an upset, especially with Kirk Cousins as quarterback. Especially since there's a chance that Deshaun Kaiser could be playing for Green Bay, and so Deshaun Kaiser against Minnesota's defense, dude would get eaten alive.
Foles now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
All right, play action from Philly. He's got time. Not much. Throws it. Oh, my gosh. What a play. Holy cow. How the hell did he catch that? Aguilar, man, with the soft hands there. Yeah, Maxwell got in trouble all right. He's going to get sprayed in the face with the water bottle if he don't stop.
We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
Wow, abuse. That's not abuse. Mike, if you were like molesting your couch and I didn't want you doing that, I'd come by and just start squirting you in the face with the water bottle. Stop it, Mike. Cool down.
See the flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
And that'll set him
Usually all I have to do now is because they're used to the water bottle is I can just pick it up and aim it at them. And it's funny when I aim it at their face, their eyes squint because they're afraid that they're gonna get sprayed in the face with the water bottle. So it's funny. I like to do that. So, just usually that's enough to deter them at times. But then they're like little kids. They like to test you. They like to test you a bit. They're like, oh, will he do it? I don't know. Maxwell, what are you doing, you little butthead? You adorable little kittenkin. 1st and 15, throws it, caught, 10-5, touchdown, Eagles. Oh my God. Could Tampa's defense be screwed this weekend? This screwed. 2 touchdowns in the first quarter and a field goal. Eagles may have starters in coming in the third quarter, guys. I don't know. After the half. Playing like this. This is abuse, yeah. Someone call the police. There's our murderer going down. What's up, buddy? Buddy the butthead. So, dude, what do you think, man? What happened with Baltimore? You guys were all here saying, Ravens fans were all here saying, nah, since they won't do that to Baltimore, but I don't know, man. That's kind of what happened in the game. What's up, Lupe? How's it going, dude? You blame Flacco? I don't know. It probably didn't help that Mosley got hurt. Mosley got hurt, what, like in the first quarter or something? That didn't help Baltimore's defense, I'd say that for sure. Mosley got carted off. So whatever happened to Mosley, did he have like is that a long-term injury or is it just for was it just for that game? No, I was thinking about doing Vikings Vikings and Packers, but no.
Fielded in the end zone and no run back.
And probably part of the real reason why I didn't want to do it is because technically, I don't think we really know if Aaron Rodgers is playing Sunday or not.
This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
So no matter how I would have simmed it, I would have had people bitching either way about, oh, there's no, he may not start. And if I had Kaiser in there, well, Rodgers would probably start.
25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a play fake here on first down.
Play action from Fitzpatrick. He's throwing deep. Caught. Wide open. Deshaun Jackson finally breaks free. Gets to the 48. I don't know. Rushing King, we'll see, man. If Fitz goes 4-0, I'm telling you, Donovan, if Tampa Bay is committed to Jameis Winston being their QB of the future, and Fitzpatrick goes 4-0 and showcases a lot, and in 4 weeks into the season, if Buffalo is 0-4, I almost guarantee you that there could be trade talks between the Buccaneers and the Bills, man. Fitzpatrick going back to them.
So for
Telling you.
Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The first down throw for Fitzpatrick.
Oh, he drops the pass, incomplete.
Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
I mean, he didn't personally beat Drew Brees. That doesn't make no sense. I mean, he played their defense. Their defense obviously did enough, but.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And the tackle there by Chris Long.
Then again, neither team's defense was really all that great, right? To allow all that scoring they had.
So far, they've stacked them up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to them, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On third down.
Oh my God, third down, incomplete. He can't get hurt during the sims because injuries are turned off in the sims.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches.
Because I don't want a key injury affecting the entire game. Because that's not realistic. Because sometimes a QB might go down, and that's not. I mean, it's realistic in a sense, but I don't want that affecting. Because then people will have excuses for why. Oh well, so and so got hurt, so.
As he heads back out to work. And he's been effective in their
he probably will, Mike.
To put a montage together.
Why do you think I get him in fantasy football, man? Breeze is like
everything else is going on. Protection has been excellent.
he's usually like my second pick for QB, and I draft him early on because Breeze is a very effective player.
Yeah, you name it. It's all coming together.
He does a lot for his team, so he's a very valuable quarterback. Nick Foles to Buffalo? No, I don't think so.
They'll come out throwing here.
Throws it short. Oh. He got hit but didn't go down.
Past the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Philly would be insane to trade him. Like, it makes absolutely no sense, especially considering what happened last season.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion.
I don't know why the Bills traded away A.J. McCarron. I mean, I'm kind of like, I don't know. I mean, I guess apparently they thought Peterman and their other scrub QB was better than McCarron somehow. I don't know, man.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football.
What's up, Branson? How's it going, dude?
Yeah, that's what their job is.
Bucks could win. I mean, I'm not saying they can't. I'm not saying it's impossible for them to win, but I do feel like defensively they're going to have a tough time. Maybe. I mean, again, it depends on how well Philly's offense decides to start clicking. Oh, he got the first at the end of the first quarter and falls forward. McCarron better than Nathan Peter? I would think so too, man. I don't know. I feel like the Bills might be just trying to tank, man. Like I said, I wonder if it's a suck for luck campaign for Buffalo. I don't know. Or they're trying to, or see, the one thing that I think that they try to do sometimes is I feel like you try to create that
Snickers satisfies.
You try to create that environment for your next QB up. So like when your first QB fails, then you bring in your next QB. Like, okay, you got to save the team, man. Like it kind of gives you that extra added motivation. Like, oh my gosh, we're like 0-4, and our starting QB just got relieved of his duties basically, and now it's up to me to try to win a game. Like that kind of, you know, ups the ante for how well you need to play. What's up, gamer? How's it going, dude? Yeah, I know, Russian King. We all know the story. Oh, play action! No, no! Down goes Foles! Down goes Foles! Thank you, gamer. Boo to you.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. Well, the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
What do you mean it's not looking very good? Oh. Oh.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Yes, it is, Donovan.
Out of the gun. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was.
You won your first fantasy football game, like,
I think you got to continue to try and run and try and
in forever.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every
Has
day.
whatever worked, Mike.
Hit a lot that way too.
The Eagles on 3rd down.
It's me, the
They've been
wife.
Good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now Foles.
Throws a deep, caught. Oh my gosh, another first down on 3rd and 17. Back into their own territory. Tampa Bay's defense could be in trouble, guys. I don't know, man. This is not looking good.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here.
Nathan Peterman shouldn't be in the NFL. I don't know. I mean, it could just be a bad fit. I don't know. He could be the next Deshaun Kaiser. I don't know. No, she was saying how Sophie may have like an infection in her mouth or something like that. She may end up having to have some teeth pulled. She had some blood work done recently, so. But it's weird, like when someone comes in here and says, she's like, yeah, Sophie, it's not looking good. I'm like, that's why I was like, what do you mean it's not looking good? Like, what the, like usually when you say that, that means like, oh, I had to put an animal to sleep or something like that. And that's by far, that's like, I swear, that's almost more difficult than watching like a human being die, because it's not like you put a human being to sleep, like, okay, you're done, like they just die. Now that's miserable as well, watching someone die too, but because I've been there before. But I don't know, like when you have control over a thing's life, man, it's just she's younger. Oh, she's younger than me, dude. I'm a cradle robber, Donovan. My wife's 29. Went for the screen. Wow, stuffed. Loss of a yard.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
So she's 8 years younger than me. Approximately. Say 7 point something. How old am I? I'm 37. There's a lot of players who shouldn't be in the NFL. Yeah, like Micah Frier. That scrub, dude. Like, what was he thinking? He could be the water boy, maybe.
The Eagles on third down. They've been
Towel boy.
4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
I mean, we saw him play against the Steelers, man, and he got trucked by Le'Veon Bell, and Ben Roethlisberger made him look like a clown. Throws it deep. Oh, one-handed pick. Whoa. What was that, Jahari Evans or something? Is that his name? Oh, my God. What a pick, dude. He OBJ'd that shiznit.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field, and
What's up, Theoden? Yeah, he OBJ'd that shiznit, dude. What a play. Look at this again. Justin Evans. Okay, look at that play. He had ups. That boy got ups right there. Huge play. Let's see if Tampa Bay can actually make something happen as a result of that there.
Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to
Why everybody think OBJ invented? No one thinks he invented the one-handed catch, but you have to admit that the catch that defined, you know, or made that much more prominent was that catch he had against Dallas. Like, you never saw catches like that in the past, dude.
Following the interception here,
All right. Fitzpatrick looking, throws deep, out of play. The best play so far for Tampa Bay, yeah, pretty much. Cinnamon, strawberry, or plain waffles? Ooh. I don't know, like, strawberry sounds pretty good, I guess. I'm more of a blueberry kind of guy. I like blueberry waffles or blueberry pancakes. I don't eat waffles that much, though, but if I'd eat them, I would be like with blueberry. Strawberry's okay, but I don't know. Something about warm strawberries for me is meh. And cinnamon, I can't do. Personally, I can't do that much cinnamon because of my acid reflux. Dude, too much cinnamon, my stomach just goes freaking insane. Like, there's certain foods you just can't eat when you have GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disorder, aka acid reflux.
Still pretty good.
Yes.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick.
Goes at third. Oh, they converted a 3rd down to 40 to 50. What a play. The Bucs are driving.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
But when people see one-handed catch, they, oh damn, he OBJ that, he Odell that. Well, that's what I'm saying, because that was a huge defining pass in modern history. That was crazy. So I mean, of course. Mom just told you to do your homework. Say, Mom, it's 10:54 a.m. on a Saturday morning. Who the hell's doing homework on a Saturday morning? Come on, ma'am.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
It's a miracle they passed the 50. Hallelujah. Oh, he caught it but dropped it. Incomplete.
Jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every
Fitzpatrick is 3 for 9 right now.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Can Tampa Bay at least get some points on the board before the half? Well, Fitzpatrick, look at, oh, his arm was hit on the throw. Incomplete. Throws that duck away.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with.
When a player gets a sack, they don't say he want that. No, because a sack is a sack. Like, there's not, like, there's no, like, I don't know, amazing thing about a sack, I guess. I mean,
Fitzpatrick again.
although pretty soon, Mike, they'll be saying, oh, he Myles Garretted that. He went all Myles Garrett on that defense. Wow, so Bucs convert a huge 3rd down play there with a huge play. Hey, man. He was a beast last year for the games he played. Remember, he was injured earlier on in the year last year and played like through basically, you know, he was healthy, but he still played through some stuff throughout the year last year. This year he's fully healthy, and we saw what he can do against Pittsburgh. So, I mean, you know, single-handedly helped keep Cleveland in that game defensively.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Oh, false start.
That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still second down.
Khalil Mack. What about Khalil Mack? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Khalil Mack is not a defensive end. He's a linebacker. Again, Von Miller is a linebacker, not a defensive end. Myles Garrett is an actual defensive end. So, sorry. Try again.
Second down and long. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick.
Fitz throws it, caught to the. Oh my God! Takes the hit, but hangs onto the ball.
Get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 9.
I don't know how many sacks they got this season. Khalil Mack, but you got to keep in mind that, remember, Khalil Mack, he played well against Green Bay when Kaiser was in the game. So do you really want to count his ability to play against a backup quarterback?
This time it's 3rd and 3.
Because remember when Aaron Rodgers was in there,
Working out of the gun.
Khalil Mack, I mean, he was a disturbance, but he wasn't doing as much as he was doing when Kaiser was in there.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for.
And Von Miller, did he even do anything last week? I mean, it doesn't matter. It does matter. Plus, let's consider Green Bay's offensive line versus Pittsburgh's offensive line. Do you think Green Bay has a better offensive line? All right, so Tampa Bay going for 3. They get the 3 points on the board. There we go. There we go. So at least Tampa Bay gets on the board here, 16-3 before the half. Well, Kaiser, dude, Kaiser is just. Fuck. There's a reason why Cleveland was willing to let him go after him being a second round pick in the previous year's draft. I mean, ugh. All right.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence.
So Myles Garrett had 6 tackles, 2 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles.
That'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point.
So one more forced fumble than Garrett. Oh, what a pass! The 50, the 40. He will go all the way. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And just like that, 73 yards. He says game. Gibson says game. So I would say that Garrett had a better game than Von Miller. I'd rather have 2 forced fumbles than 1. 2 sacks. 6 tackles. What are you talking about? No, we did not do better than him. That makes absolutely no sense. They had the same number of tackles. Garrett had more. He had 2 sacks, and he had 2 forced fumbles. And you're saying that's better somehow. I'm not really sure what you're.
Now to add the extra point.
I'm not really sure how you're making that argument because the stats don't lie, bro. And the extra point is up and is good. Again, Khalil Mack, but remember, all his plays came against a backup quarterback, dude. So, different story, bro. Different story. You cannot make that comparison. You're comparing apples to oranges. I mean, shit, put freaking Landry Jones in for Pittsburgh and see how well Garrett does. He probably have like 10 sacks and 5 forced fumbles. I mean, come on, dude. Let's at least compare apples to apples, Russian King. You're not making a accurate comparison, dude.
Elliott now to kick this one away. On the return, this is Jaquiz Rogers.
Again, you're making a comparison. You're saying he's better based on a game that he played against a backup quarterback. Because remember, when the starting QB was out there, he didn't do as good. So again, like you're making this argument, but your argument holds no water, dude. I'm sorry, it just doesn't.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Because again, with backup quarterbacks, especially him, this is his second year in the league, and he's a freaking turnover machine. This is his second year in the league, but backup quarterbacks are going to be more likely to hold the ball longer and make stupid plays.
One interesting thing certainly was that tie between Pittsburgh and Cleveland. You know, that was the first Week 1 tie since 1971.
Yeah, I think our research told us that the Broncos and Dolphins tied 10-10. And remember, overtime was instituted.
I'm done with you, Russian King. I think you're just being a troll at this point. If your intent is to be annoying, then you're doing pretty good at being annoying. Again, you're not making any valid arguments. You're just saying, oh, this person's better, that person's better. Oh, okay, well, everyone's better. Anyone's better than any player that you like on any team. Okay, there's my argument. So therefore, I won. Like, come on, dude. Like, let's be. At least if you're gonna try to make an argument, at least be reasonable. You're not even being reasonable. You're just saying, oh, this person's better, that person's better.
This is 3rd and 10.
You're not kidding. Don't mess off. You're pissing off Baker, and I don't like it. Well, no, I'm just saying, like, come on, at least make a reasonable argument. Like, come on, dude. All right, so anyways, Donovan, I love you, dude. What's up, Preston? How's it going, dude? And you said you're Redskins. You play for which position do you play for on Washington, Little Fire? What's your actual name in life, man? What position do you play? Like what role do you have in the Redskins organization? Are you like the owner or something?
And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on.
Bro, you know what I mean.
That's the cardinal sin of defense.
So the Redskins, I think, were kind of a shock to me. I didn't think they were gonna do. He's water boy, could be, man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, the Redskins were kind of a surprise, man. Now, granted, I feel like Alex Smith makes them better, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It could have just been Week 1, because again, teams start to tighten up, so to speak. You know, after Week 1, right? You know, you start to gel and whatnot. So I don't know. I mean, you'll have to see. Going to be 42-3 at the half now. It's not going to be that high. I don't know. They'll slow it down maybe. Foles back to pass. What the hell? I don't. The wide receiver didn't even look like he was looking for the ball.
You got a young
The hell?
quarterback, you know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move
Yes, they played Arizona with Sam Bradford at QB, so they just needed to basically stop David Johnson.
He's slinging it on this one.
And as long as you slow him down, then you're forcing Bradford to have to throw. Bradford with 2 glass knees walking around the field. Oh, God, Foles gets blitzed, but they pick. He gets it out just before and a first down. Another third down conversion for Philly, man. I swear to God, they had to be like. I swear to God, they have to be like 100% on third downs right now. He had the right open. Yeah. Well, there were a couple of guys open on the last play.
Keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Bradford needs to retire. Yeah, probably. Damn, oh, the run game. Oh, the run game's starting to open up now. 7 for 12 and a touchdown for Ajayi. So they're all their passing may open up their run game a bit. Let's go Buccaneers, right? What's up, Mike? How's it going, dude?
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And they'll go with a ground attack here.
Got a yard there.
1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Mike, why do you have Donald Trump for a profile pick, you butthead? I've been all right, Mike.
And open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, a delayed draw. Oh, didn't really get much there. Maybe a yard or 2. Wow, 1 yard.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with
You're helping.
They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who is going to be the better defensive
Oh boy.
tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
What's up, Ferdinand? All right, Foles back to pass. I don't know. Everyone looks covered. He could go down. Goes Foles. Down goes Foles. Gerald McCoy gets the sack. Tampa Bay 2nd sack of the game.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about
The Jags should have drafted LJ8. Who the heck is that? With our pick or Rudolph in the 2nd. Just saying. Donovan. Today I woke up and Donald Trump is still somehow president and not impeached.
Now on 4th,
Kaepernick to Jags.
Adam Humphries deep for Tampa Bay.
Oh, what a punt at the 4. Oh, Lamar Jackson. Oh, man. Meh.
Let's shift now.
I don't know, dude.
Deshaun Jackson. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up.
There's still players who commit actual crimes playing. What? I.O. Gamer. Kaepernick would work. Our playbook is more of a scramble. Get out of the pocket sometimes. I don't know. I mean, oh, good run.
He's got some space here. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd.
I think it's like that maybe because Blake Bortles just doesn't know how to throw. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like. I feel like Jacksonville's QB needs to be like a beefy big dude. Kaepernick's not a big QB. Can you say Bortles is better than Kaepernick? I mean, I don't know. I mean, he may be better for their system than Kaepernick is. 2nd and 3, gets a yard. Wow. Only if I can only if I can find the right pay-per-view channel for it, Preston. Wink, wink. So Bridgewater went to the Saints hoping we would do the same thing. You know what? Like I said, I'm glad that, you know what, Bridgewater's mom was insistent that Teddy Bridgewater didn't go to Cleveland. I am so happy for his mom. Thank you, Mom, for not letting that bum come to Cleveland. Thank you. Ray Rice beat the crap out of his wife, drags her around 2 games. Well, yeah, but remember, but remember, Ray Rice did not technically come back to his team, though. Like, they basically they cut his ass. Kaepernick kneels out of the league. Gordon smokes weed, suspended for 2 years. Well, Gordon had a lot more than that. It was more than like just one time. It was like violating his probation while he was on probation. I mean, it's damn stuffed. I mean, is it excessive? I mean, maybe, but remember, he said he was literally, Gordon said he was literally buzzed every single game, and that didn't even count like the weed that he was doing off after hours, man. Remember, he was saying that he was drinking before games, so he literally played no games sober. And that's pretty crazy. If you said that you played no games sober, but he played as phenomenally as he did, I mean, in theory, he should be able to do a lot better when he's not as buzzed, you know. But I feel like maybe when you're buzzed, you're more fearless, so you're willing to do more risky things and play more risky. So I don't know. No, weed is not legal in Ohio. No. This is in Colorado, man. And just because weed is legal in Ohio doesn't mean that the NFL considers it okay. Why is weed legal anyways? Why not? Because here's the thing, if you legalize weed, then that's one less thing that you need to worry about people getting arrested for and going to jail for petty shit. Oh, he was carrying 0.1 ounces of weed. Send him to jail for 20 years. That kind of stuff is a good portion why a lot of black people will end up in jail for dumb shit. Well, here's the thing. I mean, I kind of agree. You meant illegal? Okay. I kind of agree, Jags Nation, but the thing is that the last time I looked around about it, the thing is that there's not enough studies on weed to really like make a comparison. So I mean, in a way, yes, but in a way, there's not really enough data to say like, okay, if someone smoked weed versus if someone drinks a lot, like who's more likely to end up getting in a car wreck? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not enough data to substantiate or compare to other drugs. Legal drugs, such as, I mean, again, smoking's not going to cause you to get in a car accident, but it's just going to cause you to potentially get lung cancer. And the question is whether or not what kind of long-term effects weed has on someone. Because the impression I get is the more, like, if you smoke weed, like, you're basically killing brain cells and shit like that. So, what app do you use for fantasy football? I use Yahoo Fantasy Football. Or Yahoo Fantasy Sports, I should say.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Yeah, I don't see that happening, Donovan.
And on the ground they go with a running back.
What the hell was that? He just like tripped. It looked like right off the rip and was like falling down. We don't kill brain cells? I don't know, dude. Like that's not what I was told. They had all those commercials way back.
just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
Yeah, I don't do ESPN. I don't do ESPN or NFL fantasy stuff. I always do Yahoo. Caught another first down on 3rd down for Philly, man. This is coming laughable at this point, man. Tampa Bay can't defend anything, really. I mean, they're still making some plays, but... Alright, skip the 2-minute warning here. That's insane, though. Like, they cannot stop Philly on 3rd down. Usually. They've stopped them at least once. And prevented a score, like, at least once. Maybe twice. You should do a fantasy football league with us. I do have fantasy football leagues that I do with people from the stream. Tampa has like the worst secondary. I mean, well, it's... I don't know about the worst, but Brent Grimes is also out for this game against Philly. So Brent Grimes is their best defensive back. Are you an OSU fan? Yes. Yeah, cigarette smell. Yeah, cigarette. I cannot stand the smell of cigarettes, dude. Like, I can tell when someone's smoking. You can smell that crap, and it just like makes me nauseous. I think one time when I was young, I know for a fact. One time when I was young, like I think my uncle was like, he taking us like to the woods or something, or we did something where we went out with my uncle, and like he was like smoking weed or doing some shit like that. Like, I think practically the whole time that we were out, and I remember like it ended up causing me to get sick. Like literally, I got nauseous. I got sick, threw up, and all that kind of stuff, and was like feeling really ill. But this was when I was like less than 10 years old. Now, why you would be smoking weed around kids that young, I don't know. Oh my God, what a hit! But he hangs on to the ball. Philly calls a timeout, their first timeout. Yes, remember to sub to the channel so we can hear beautiful, courageous Caitlyn Jenner's voice. Buckle up, buckaroos. Yeah, guys, be sure, if you haven't already done so already, you're not subbed to the channel, and you like watching these Sims, dudes, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Appreciate it very much. Be sure to leave a like on the stream. Show me some love, guys. Show me some mofo effing love. All right, Foles back to pass. Looking deep. Oh, my gosh. Almost throws his second interception of the day. He's doing the Cupid shuffle. No, he's going through the wall. Oh, my God. Help him. Save this guy.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first,
I'm sorry. I feel like this is a good game just because of the storyline from week 1. I feel like this is the next best game. I already know what game I'm doing for the third. I'm not saying, oh my gosh, touchdown Philly. Aguilar with the second touchdown. Oh wait, it said first? I thought that was his second for some reason. That had to, oh no, that's right, because he had the deep ball, but not well, Jags Nation, I hope they do, to be honest. New England needs a punch in the mouth every once in a while to let them know they're not above everyone else. And the extra point is good. So at the half, we have a 30-3 score. The Buccaneers without Brent Grimes are just being absolutely dominated. Amon, why are you still here? Actually, I was gonna ask you. I was gonna call your name earlier and ask if you were still here. Actually. James Winston is still out from stealing crab leg. Yes. Where's the Baker bot? Yeah, he's He's around. When you went trick-or-treating, what was the candy you were most excited to get? Oh, definitely like peanut butter cups, stuff like that, chocolate bars. I hate like just sweet candy, just a bunch of sugar, not chocolate. You actually shouldn't be because of your Saturday school. What? You got Saturday school, bro? But no one's there. What? Milk Duds. You know what candy is really good? Whoppers. Has anyone had Whoppers? Those are pretty good. Also, I love Boston Baked Beans. That stuff, oh, the Boston Baked Beans candy. Oh, that stuff is like crack, dude. I can eat a whole freaking big box of those things in like one sitting, man. It's so disgusting, but they're so good for some reason. Oh, I love Kit Kats. Do they even make Whoppers? Yeah, dude. They come in the big, long, like rectangular, rectangular boxes. But they're like usually in big boxes, not like small. Oh, he went for the screen, and the offensive lineman almost caught it twice for some reason.
Switching gears for a second, because you and I were talking earlier. We had some odd games in week 1. I don't think anything, though, takes the cake quite like that game in Miami. How about that lightning delay?
You live just outside of Beantown. What?
The season in the state of Florida, and it's not a dome.
Good luck.
You've got a chance of this happening, right? It happened in Tampa a couple of seasons ago, maybe a couple of times if I remember correctly.
Well, Jags Nation, all they need to do is they just... Oh, my gosh, I thought that was going to be picked. All they need to do is they need to... Jacksonville just needs to... Oh, Philadelphia called their second time out. They're challenging Tampa Bay right now.
Great stamina for the players.
Boston. Oh, you actually live in Boston, Mike? So did you see that recent study that Boston is one of the most racist cities in the United States? Or at least they're one of the cities that has the most structural racism built in.
They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback.
Short, so Philly's going to use their last time out here.
30 here. Now here's a whistle and a
That's why he has Donald Trump.
receiving team here.
Them greedy bastards. I know, right?
To go in the first half of play.
No, I didn't. They're extremely liberal, so I wouldn't be surprised. No, that is absolutely not true. That is absolutely not true. Good luck with that, but that's no. I don't think you have any facts to substantiate that, Mike. For sure. Being that if they were extremely liberal, then you would have a lot of black people there. You would have more diversity. So that is absolutely wrong. Wrong. A million times over, dude. They would have more diversity if they were liberal.
They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. He does have the one interception.
So Foles has got 400 yards in the first half. What the hell? 400 yards. He's 399. Okay, 399, 3 touchdowns and a pick in the first half alone. Holy hell, dude. This is like complete domination. Foles is going off.
Every single time.
That can't be, Mike. There's no way, dude. Can't be.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 5 yards is the tally.
Can't be. Like I said, they would if they were truly that liberal, they would be more diverse. Because being conservative, essentially you're less reluctant to change, which is exactly what Boston is all about. That's why they have systemic racism, is because they're reluctant to change. Booyah. So no, they're not. They're definitely not liberal.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this.
The first time I watched it was the Patriots versus Falcons sim. Wow.
Halftime report. We want to remind you that new this year in regular season games, I'll take you around the
You don't like
NFL,
Wahlberg?
give you
I mean,
stats, scores,
Wahlberg's he's a good actor. I mean, I've watched, like, I like some of his movies. His favorite movie of mine is called Shooter. That is by far like one of my favorite movies that he's in, at least. That's actually a really good movie if you haven't seen it. From Shooter from like 2007. They have like a 2017 version or 2018 version, some crap like that. Not that one. That one I never watched, but Wahlberg Shooter movie is great. What's up, Austin? How's it going, dude? Remember, like they said, like Boston's baseball team was like one of the last, if not the last, to incorporate African American players, all that kind of stuff, dude. Again, that's conservative. That's not liberal. All right, so to the 29 on the return. Well, here's the thing, dude. Like, if it were up to me, you get rid of political parties altogether, and that way, you get rid of like the general ideologies behind both political parties. You get rid of all that crap, because the thing is that the reason why people want to be one thing or the other is because, I don't know, because people are just idiots. I don't know, dude. I've always kind of identified myself in a way as a Democrat just because of, again, it's based on the values you align with, but more and more as I've watched the stuff unfold, I'm basically like right in the middle. Like, it's more of a progressive, you know, or independent type thing. I feel like everyone just needs to be independent. And that way you don't have your belief is, I believe whatever makes the most sense in this particular case. That is what an independent is, and that's what there needs to. Everyone just needs to be independent. No more Democrat or Republican, conservative, liberal, all that kind of crap. That's all a bunch of trash. It ruins our government. It ruins our country. Oh, what a juke! The ankles. You saw Daddy's Home 1? Yeah, it was pretty funny. How'd you like the end of that, Mike? Mike, are you a wrestling fan? Like WWE?
And you know what that generally means?
Oh, you like Ted movies? Oh. Yes, I never saw those. I wanted to see those. They look kind of funny, but I never saw that. But I like Shooter, man. Shooter, like, I wish they'll never make this type of movie, but my favorite type of movies are like ones where it's like they're war movies, kind of. But Shooter has to do with him starting off being a sniper. He was basically a professional sniper. He's a professional sniper, and like his friend got killed when they were on a mission, and they were abandoned. That's kind of like that's kind of part of the plot of the movie. Yeah, dude, I love movies like that. They actually had movies called Sniper. They had Sniper 1, 2, and 3. Like, those movies are like, oh, I love those types of movies, man. I don't know why, I just do. A screenplay. Oh my gosh, they snuffed it out. Loss of 3 yards. So another 3rd and long for Philly. But it could be another first, man. Philly's been clutch on 3rd downs. What was that Mark Wahlberg movie where he was drafted by the Eagles? Yeah, you like that, Donovan? Yeah, John Cena pulls up in the motorcycle. That was their dad. Oh no, that was the dad of Mark Wahlberg's like current wife or whatever, right? So he was basically there to troll him. So that was like that was funny as hell. So it's like just when you thought you could get a bigger star to come in, like you thought Wahlberg was the big star coming in over. Oh, throws it incomplete, batted away. Nice play by the Bucs defense there. You know, you thought Wahlberg was the big name, and then all of a sudden, like John Cena comes in at the end. You're like, oh shit. Like, forget Mark Wahlberg, we got John Cena up in this mug. I'm confused. Is Carson Wentz injured? Yes, Wentz is still injured. Austin.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Oh, shank that punt.
45 yards. This looks good as well.
Your favorite was always Undertaker, British Bulldog, and Bret Hart. Wow. Yeah, British Bulldog was cool back in the day, man. But, dude, that's crazy. Everyone around Bret Hart, just keep in mind, everyone around Bret Hart and that Hart Foundation is dead except for him. That's crazy. Like, what order of death? Owen Hart, I believe. Owen Hart, British Bulldog. And then Jim the Anvil Neidhart. All those guys around Bret Hart are dead. Neidhart died this year. Bret Hart's still alive. It's just insane. Oh my gosh, almost going the other way. Fitzpatrick, what are you doing? Wow, he's 6 for 20. You remember Owen dying? Talk about a tragedy? Yeah. 6 for 20, 98 yards for Fitzpatrick right now.
Toughest one, Delaney Walker with that knee injury. He's gone for the year.
Yeah, and that's really, really difficult for the Tennessee.
Yeah, Delaney Walker being out for the season is good for fantasy owners because now you don't have to rely on him doing absolutely nothing for you the whole season. You might as well just leave him as your starter because it would be just as effective as his normal points. How many games? Just one, dude. Just one. The run is stuff. Loss of 2. Damn, dude.
Deshaun Jackson with Tampa Bay, Doug Baldwin with Seattle, and don't forget Keanu Neal with the Atlanta Falcons. He got hurt, came back, left again. He's gone for the season as well with an ACL.
Wow, they said Keanu Neal was out as well. Oh, that's right. I heard about that. That's the safety for Atlanta.
Chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 11.
That sucks for them, man.
Operating from the gun. Fitzpatrick.
Fitz throws incomplete, way overthrown. Wow.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems
What the hell was that, Mike? Can you blame him or can you blame Ab? What?
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Do you think Keenum will be good in Denver? I don't know, man.
Into the end zone for a touchback.
Can you blame Walker or can you blame the QB? I don't know. Delaney Walker sucks in general, though, so just thinking purely from a fantasy football standpoint, he sucks in general. He's so inconsistent, which, again, that's reflective based on what he does on the field, though. I mean, he's just not a great tight end.
And let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Oh my gosh. Ugh.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Ertz, I guess, apparently not ready for the ball there. Just like hit the Buccaneers player right in the leg. Stewart, oh, he hit it, smacked it away with his hand, actually. But that was kind of that was a pretty bad throw.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, looked like he got face masked at first. Man, all that for 3 yards? Damn.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Eagles on 3rd down.
His stats have been pretty good. I mean, overall, maybe. I don't know. But, like, from game to game, it seems like there's a lot to be desired from him. Man, another 3rd down conversion from Philly. Foles has got 439 yards with 11 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. That's ridiculous. He's going to have like 600 passing yards in this game. They need to put in the backups like now. Man, I just want to trade Bortles away to the Dolphins for Stills and a 7th round pick. Dolphins need a QB. Yeah, but okay, if you're saying they need a QB, then why would you trade away Blake Bortles? Why would they accept such a trade?
It's 1st and 10.
Oh God, Mike.
They'll go with a ground attack
You're
here.
funny. Oh my gosh, what a run!
Taking it across midfield.
He ended up getting boosted because of all those hits in the back. Jay Ajayi got boosts from Tampa Bay players there.
Another first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his
Matt
runners,
Flynn. Remember when Matt Flynn? Wait, didn't he used to play for Green Bay? He was their backup QB, right? Who ended up getting traded to somewhere for like big money, and then he was like a complete disaster.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44.
What team do you think will do the worst this season? I don't know, man. I think it's too early to tell. Eagles about to blow a 30-3 lead. I don't. Not based on this. Oh my God, ran into a brick wall, but still 8-9 yards there. The run game's opened up tremendously now for Philly.
2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run
57 rushing yards now.
Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you
At
think?
one point, Jay Ajayi was like 4 rushes for -1 yard and a touchdown. And it's 30-3, Mike, not 40-3. So can you blow a 27-point lead in a quarter and a half? Maybe. It's not exactly insurmountable. New England? He didn't go to New England, did he? I don't think so. I could have swore he went somewhere where he started, like Seattle or something. No, Matt Flynn definitely did not play for Cleveland. No, Matt Flynn never played in Cleveland. He went somewhere where he started for like a season and then was just like a complete disaster, like Los Angeles, like the Rams or like the Eagle or the Seahawks or I don't know. Like I feel like he went somewhere where he started. Play action, caught another 3rd down conversion for Philly, man. Short this time though, 3rd and 2. 451 yards for Foles. Mifflin went to New England, then they dropped him and got Brian Hoyer. See that? I feel he had to start somewhere though. I think before he went to New England. There's no way he went straight to New England from Green Bay.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying.
There's no way. I'm looking it up now because I don't feel like I'm getting the full story.
Because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that
and he's a former quarterback. He doesn't even play in the NFL anymore, dude.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I was right. He went from Green Bay to Seattle. On March 18, 2012, Flynn signed a 3-year deal with the Seahawks worth $20.5 million and $9 million guaranteed. I told you, he did not go to New England. So he went from Green Bay to Seattle to Oakland to Buffalo. And then he went back to Green Bay again. Then the Patriots. Then the Jets, and then finished with the Saints. So I told you, there's no way he went from Green Bay to New England directly when he first got one. Because remember, he was big. He was a big free agent acquisition from Seattle, and it went miserably. He literally was gone after 1 year.
This was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
In 2012, he signed a 3-year deal with the Seahawks, and then April 2nd, 2013, the Seahawks traded him to the Raiders for a 5th-round pick and a conditional 2015 draft pick. So, dude, you gotta get your facts right, bro. I know it.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good.
But he's 33, so technically he could still play football, but... Man, I miss Peyton Manning playing football so bad. Throws it! Whoa! That was overthrown. That may have been better that it was overthrown, because he could have jumped that for a pick. If that was the accurate pass.
Let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
3rd down and 8.
On 3rd down, they've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2.
Oh, false start
Now flags come in here.
from Philly there.
Looked like one of the Eagles
Jason
might have
Peters.
moved.
False start, offense.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've
How
got
dare
the
you,
big
Peters,
lead, so
you
give 'em a
butthead.
pass there, I guess.
How you gonna jump, dog?
We were grading them on their performance in this game. A lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
You missed your Marcus Russell? Wow. Just wow.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
I miss Drew Bledsoe.
This will be caught at about the 6.
Caught. Okay, they get to the 5, so it looks like a field goal attempt is upcoming here. 30-3. Might as well not push it. 459 passing yards for Foles right now. Oh, God. That's ridiculous.
Understanding positioning and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display. Right
Yeah, he had 2 interceptions against Pittsburgh. Like, yeah, hopefully, man, if he keeps that up. And it's not even just the fact that he had 2 interceptions. To me, it's how he got some of those interceptions. That one where he was following Ben's eyes and jumped in front of Antonio Brown and got the pick, dude, a diving pick. Oh, it was phenomenal. It's lovely to see stuff like that. Joe Hayden would be doing that kind of crap. Joe Hayden's a bum now.
13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way
I miss Curtis Painter. How about Ryan Leaf? I miss Ryan Leaf. Rip. And I said Drew Bledsoe because I thought Preston would hear me and react. I miss Drew Bledsoe.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
And he's from Ohio State. I know, dude. It helps too, man. That's the one thing I think is crazy is how Cleveland never drafts players from Ohio State, it seems like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like you chose to ignore. Aw, come on. Who was that other dude that New England had that, who was the other dude that New England had that did the punt play through the upright? Who got the 1 point or whatever? Who the hell was that dude? I forget his name. Like, I feel like I remember it once I hear it, but I don't remember it right now. Who was that guy? Tim Couch beat Drew Brees. Look, dude, if Tim Couch had Flutie, it was Doug Flutie, wasn't it? Yep. Yeah, now I remember his name. But Tim Couch, dude, if he had the receiving core the Browns have right now, with the offensive line the Browns have right now, with the defense the Browns have right now, Tim Couch could be successful in this league. But remember, Tim Couch was drafted in 1999 after the Browns had just come back to the NFL, and essentially they got shit on with their expansion draft because the NFL decided that they didn't want Cleveland to be successful. They didn't want them to have the same success that Jacksonville and Carolina would have right off the rip on their expansion drafts, because they felt their expansion drafts were too good, and you know, they couldn't afford Cleveland the same opportunity, because that would just be, you know, showing that they actually love Cleveland. So we all know NFL hates Cleveland. They relish in the fact that Cleveland is miserable with their football team. Kevin Cobb, I remember Kevin Cobb. Yeah, I remember Kevin Cobb got traded to Arizona. Remember, and he was supposed to be the big time starter there, and then you never heard from him after that. Chad Pennington, yes, I remember Pennington from the Eagles and Brady Quinn from the Browns and wherever the hell he went after that. A run. Oh, they get the first. Man, I feel like I need some coffee, but I don't have time right now to go down there and grind up coffee grounds and crap.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Remember when yes, Emmitt Smith was a Cardinal, yeah.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick.
All right, here we go. Fitzpatrick looking. Oh, God, he's scrambling. He's running with it, and he gets several yards.
Nice work to get
Chris Redmond. No. Was he a QB? For someone, like, the name kind of sounds familiar, but, like, really vaguely remembered. Trent Dilfer, yes, I remember Dilfer. The Ravens QB. The Buccaneers QB, the Browns QB, wherever the hell he went after Cleveland. Oh, Redmond, he did play for the Ravens. Yeah, okay. I remember, like, he sounds vaguely familiar, but... Oh, a flag. There may be holding on the offense here. David Garrard. Oh, dude. Yeah, dude, Garrard. Remember, he was also the one who got carried down the field, right? Remember that? When he got carried down the field by his teammates? Kyle Bowler, yes, for the Ravens. Oh, holding on the offense. Eric Flowers. Wait, what? Is Eric Flowers going to be our running punchline for the whole season now, guys? Anytime an offensive lineman gets a penalty, it's Eric Flowers. Remember Cordell Stewart? Yeah, I remember Cordell Stewart. He was a very unique and diverse player for Pittsburgh. Wide receiver / QB. He's basically kind of like that Montgomery guy for... Oh, he was trying to stiff arm! Fitzpatrick, what are you doing? 3rd down and 4. So Fitzpatrick making some stuff happen with his legs now because his receivers aren't getting open. Ty Montgomery, yeah. Except for Montgomery's wide receiver / halfback. Jake Locker, honestly, I think Jake Locker's career ended when he got hit by Christian Kirksey from Cleveland. When he got knocked out by Christian Kirksey from Cleveland, and basically, I don't think he took him out for the season, but he definitely hurt him good. And then they lost. Remember, that was the game where, oh God, that was the game where the Browns came back 28 down away, and was the first team ever to come back and win 28 down, being the away team.
Here's Brian Anger now. As he's on to
and they still own that. They still own that piece of history. That was with Brian Hoyer at quarterback for Cleveland.
And problems spreading to the punt team.
So go figure. An Ohio native
on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Making records. Best Browns game? That had to be it, dude. That had to be it, dude. That comeback against Tennessee, man, that was insanity. Like, no one would have ever expected that.
Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about
that was during the Mike Pettin era as well. Mike Pettin was the Browns head coach when that happened. Yes, they were 7-9 that year. Because they dropped off at the end. Like, they had such high hopes at the beginning of the year, then they just kind of dropped. They fell apart at the end. Do you remember Peyton Manning? Peyton Manning's a beast, dude. How many QBs in the NFL do you know? Oh, down goes Foles, down goes Foles. How many players in the NFL or QBs in the NFL do you know has won two Super Bowl rings, but one with 2 different teams? Not many. LOL, just messing around. Come on, man. Peyton Manning is one of my most favorite quarterback of all time, dude. That's why I miss him so much, dude. It's unfortunate that his health could not keep up with the game, even though it didn't seem like he ever got hit a lot.
He started all 19 games for the Eagles in their run to the title.
Yeah, then the next season they fired him and added Hugh Jackson. I mean, again, that's been part of Cleveland's biggest problem is their failure or inability to commit to a coach and a QB for more than 1 year. That's why when people were like saying, "Oh, go Baker Mayfield," it's like, dude, like, why are we trying to throw this dude to the wolves so fast? After one game, people want to make a change. It's like you tied the Steelers on opening day when teams play probably about their worst football season. Some of their worst football season. Oh, Kerry Collins for the Giants. I have a Kerry Collins rookie card.
But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All right, Foles back to pass. Oh, broke away. Throws it, caught a huge first down again on 3rd and 22. Foles has 500 passing yards now, guys, in the 3rd quarter. New milestone, of course. Remember David Carr? Yes. Hardly, but damn, dude. I thought they were going to safety him, but the defender went down at the 1 or at the goal line.
That'll drive a team towards a victory.
Play action. Foles scrambling, throws, caught. Oh my God, he's trying to kill his player there. Damn, son.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead.
Yes, Mike. That Preston mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look, credit to the defense for shutting them down.
43 yards away from what? From breaking a record or something, probably?
But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it over.
You have to choose a draft bust QB. You have okay wide receiving core and great O-line. Which bust QB you pick? Jamarcus Russell.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with
Blake Bortles.
Every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how your guy's going to block it. They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before he actually does it. On this play,
3rd and 18. Oh, they didn't convert this time. That guy Young from the Titans. What? Oh, who was
so much about this game is just
Vince Young?
situations and then having to
Yes,
execute,
Vince
isn't
Young.
it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them
You take
get
Johnny
there. They
Manziel.
rallied and made the tackle.
The Eagles send out their punter.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like Johnny Manziel could have been something good. Like I had a lot of faith in him when the Browns drafted him. He could have been good. It's just his off the field issues, man. If he didn't have off the field issues originally, he could still be in the NFL. I still feel like he had the talent to do it, but he's a freaking idiot. And I backed him for so long even after all the nonsense off the field, and people were laughing about him. Like I supported him all the way till the end. Well, then it was like, oh, he had some other off the field thing where whatever happened, and it's just like, oh. Vince Young had 2 good seasons, then he fell off. I mean, because they remember, but I think he was there when they had Chris Johnson, right? When Chris Johnson got his 2,000 yards CJ2K. So that's going to help you have an okay team, right? If your running back gets you 2,000 yards, then the quarterback doesn't need to do too much. I believe that was one of the years he was there. And then the second year, though, Chris Johnson fell off the map, so they went downhill after that. Who remembers Eddie George? Yeah, from OSU, dude. There was some kid in school, this kid in high school, who he was so annoyed. This black kid in high school who used to, like, every time he would like have the football or something, he'd always be like, Eddie George, Eddie George. I just remember this kid was like so annoying with that. I'm like, dude, stop! It's so irritating. Everything with him was Eddie George, Eddie George. Like he was doing like Heisman pose and stuff. Dude was such a fool.
The ones that win are ones that make adjustments, and right now I think this team needs to open things up.
Cade McCow, who the hell is that? Who remembers Brian Mallett? I do.
This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Isn't he the 3rd QB for New England still, or did he go somewhere else? I'm pretty sure he went somewhere else, right? I really don't remember. I remember him getting drafted by New England though. God, what was that dude's name? I can't remember. He had like a weird name.
No surprise at all.
Man, it's unfortunate. Trying to think about that black kid in high school, like what his name was. Oh, down goes Fitzpatrick. Down goes Fitzpatrick. Another sack for Philly. 4th down and 20. Big play there. Luke McCown retires for his brother Josh McCown. Maybe. Luke McCown seems like he's been in the league longer though, right?
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word.
Thoroughly beaten, yes. Punished. They still only have 3 points too, right? Oh God, down by 30 with 14:44 left in the game. It could happen.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
What's up, JS? How's it going, bro?
Returnable here from the 38.
Oh, he went for the strip, but no luck. Gets to the 49-50. Do you remember Danny Cannell? No, I don't. Now it was Joe Flacco's backup last year? Wow, and now he's not even on their roster, is he? Because now they've got Robert Griffin III. In theory, according to the Ravens depth chart that I last saw, RG3 is the backup to Flacco and not Lamar Jackson.
Smiling down and looking because parity was something he was looking for in this league, and it plays itself out year after year. Last to first is not something that's uncommon in the NFL.
Yeah, season ago they didn't have one performance like this, but they put it all together in this ball game. They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi.
Ajayi.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter.
John Carney. Yeah, wasn't he? He was a field goal kicker for New Orleans, right?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Throws it deep. Oh man, just a little more accuracy, and he's got the big play there.
4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching Charles, he's still taking shots.
Why do we remember all this stuff? Like, why do we remember? Like, if you just name one player in the NFL, how do we all remember who the hell they played for? But yet, when you get to school and the teacher says, "Hey, did you get your homework done last night?" You're like, "Oh shit, I forgot." Jerks. Oh, what a hit! Saving play there.
Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Who's better, Eli, Dak, or Alex Smith? Definitely Eli. Eli's won 2 Super Bowls against New England. Because we're passionate about the sport. I mean, yeah, but even then, like, I don't know, it's just weird, like, how you remember players, like, in which rosters they were on and that kind of stuff, but yet you can't remember something simple like just do your homework. You know what I'm saying? But I can remember from, like, 20 years ago, like, who played for the Browns. Eli is a legend for beating the Pats twice, yes. That's cool. Wow, Donovan, really? That's how you tell me how you really feel, Donovan. David Akers. David Akers, it's a pretty solid kicker. I'd say Vinatieri. Vinatieri, I think, was the ultimate steal. Remember, Vinatieri got traded for Vanderjagt. So New England and Indy swapped kickers, basically, and even trade 1-for-1. And Vinatieri still plays for the Colts since then. New England's been through, like, probably a few different kickers since then. Justin Tucker, meh. I don't look at him as being elite, though. Like, I don't know. Like, he might be good, but I don't look at him as, like, one of the best kickers. Phil Dawson is up there for me, mainly because he played with the Browns. But Phil Dawson also knows how to kick field goals. He's just as, I think, just as good as Vinatieri in my book. Pretty automatic. Barefoot kickers. What? I don't remember that. Who's your all-time favorite RB? See, that's kind of tough. So I wasn't around when Jim Brown... Well, I mean, I guess I was around when Jim Brown played, but I wasn't really following the Browns when Jim Brown played. So it's kind of hard to... They went for a screen. Wow, incomplete because of the rush. I I wasn't following when Barry Sanders was really playing either. Like, I wasn't a big on football at those times. Honestly, I'd kind of have to say, like, one of my top RBs. That's the thing. I don't want to say best favorite of all time, but Brian Westbrook is certainly up there for me, mainly because I remember when I saw Brian Westbrook returning punt returns for Philly, and I remember telling someone, I'm like, this dude needs to be their halfback. Like, why isn't this guy their starting running back? And then, like, literally, like, the next year he was their starting running back and was, like, one of their best running backs. Ruben Drones. Nah. LT, no. I don't know, dude. No, he snubbed Cleveland, and he still talks shit about Cleveland, so F that guy. No.
Find the dead zone and find the first down, and that's what he just did.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Another screen. Oh my gosh, almost picked. Do you think Mason Crosby's elite? I don't know. I just don't feel like he kicks that many field goals or something. I don't know, man. I just.
You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really.
Yeah, you can, Russian King. He was fine coming to Cleveland to sign autographs at a Giant Eagle when they opened the Market District Giant Eagle.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, okay, that doesn't make any sense, Russian King. That's that wasn't around the time where he played, nor when he was drafted, so that makes absolutely no sense, dummy. Don't be stupid.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box.
My second favorite kicker is Matt Prater. Yeah, but Matt Prater's also a druggie, man. Right? That's the reason why he got kicked off of Denver, was because he had like 2 occasions where he got caught with drugs in his system or something. Oh, another screen. Philly had it snuffed out, though. Damn. It seems like screens are not very successful anymore.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed.
No, I don't. Well, I mean, no, I'm just saying that, like, he snubbed Cleveland by not, like, saying, like, he didn't want to get drafted by them. That's what I mean. Like, during his playing career. Do you know that Doug Peterson was Brett Favre's backup for 8 years? No.
A critical one here if they're going to have
Drinker. Oh, you're Drinker. That's right. Yeah, he had alcohol. Was it just alcohol? Chucks it, dirt. Oh, it was in 4th and 10, and they convert. They went for it on 4th down, which makes sense. They're basically not in a position to just be punting at this point in the game, down by 30.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
$64 yards. Didn't Jake Elliott tie that or something, or get close to that last year? What was Elliott's field goal last year against the Giants to win that game?
It's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
So Tampa Bay converting now, getting 1st down after 1st down. Matt Prater has let himself go since he played for Denver.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick.
1st and 10, man. Another screen, man. Philly's driving in on these screens, though. They're getting so much pressure.
He started out having some troubles back in the 1st half.
Matt Prater, let's look up a picture of him now compared to a picture when he was for Denver. Probably because he's drinking so damn much, and the Lions don't care. They're like, yo, man, we'll help you cover up and not get, drug tested. Jana Fat-Ass Kowski still playing in the league out of shape. Hey, you know what, though? But when you can make... Oh, picked! Fitzpatrick throws it right to him. The 30. Oh, he's tackled. I thought it was going to be a pick six, but no, it's over. This could be over.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an
The comeback is
interception
real.
here.
Not anymore. Pure. Hey, you know what? I mean, you know, look, if you can kick field goals good and you do your job, then who cares what you look like? You know what I'm saying? I mean, aside from kicking field goals, what do you expect a field goal kicker to do? Nothing.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out
For all
of
I
hand.
care,
This
they
is
could be
normally when
a field goal kicker could be the weighted
This is
defensive
Phil
tackle
time
as long
for
as you
guys
do your
like
job and you do it well.
To be frank,
Who
just
cares?
a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you
Pretty soon we might see that. We might be seeing defensive tackles kick field goals.
Which was also
Which was
impressive.
also very impressive. But this
Do you think the
game,
Bucs are going to be
how
the
they've
same as
done it,
Week 1? That's kind of the whole point of the simulation, Alex.
they put it all together. And
That's kind of the question. I can't say yes or no, but I think that's
by what I've seen
that's
from
the
this
big
team.
question of the day. All right, so Philly just needs to run this ball and shoot clock. Really, is what Philly needs to do now.
Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now because
Matt Prater hasn't aged well, and adding weight hasn't helped.
You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, "Don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo." And what she meant by that is, don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
Foles back to pass, play action, caught to the 45, oh, almost gets stripped, but no, down short a yard. 3rd down and 1. So good big play there for
Getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space
for Philly. You should play Fallout for a stream one day.
You swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat.
I don't know,
and let him
maybe.
have a
I'm
chance to
not.
make
I don't
people
know.
miss
I
an open
haven't. I
field.
think I've seen Fallout. I'm not sure. I think I may just not be a fan of the series. I mean, Bucs need a safety. Well, I mean, again, they don't have.
And they'll go with the
Brent Grimes is out of the
here.
game, man. So they need a
He will
a
have the
DB
first
for that
down.
matter.
Brought down up near midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So another first down for Philly, man. And that dude was going for the strip. You saw him trying to punch that ball out there with a Ajayi. Look at McCoy. Look at him. He's swinging, man. He's swinging for the fences on that mug.
In this game, no doubt.
Blackout beta.
And that
Nah.
is going to be a story that
I'm not a
talks
fan
about
of Call of
this week.
Duty. Call of Booty. I've never been a fan of Call of Duty. I feel like it's so unrealistic compared to Battlefield. Do you know if you eat enough seeds, you could die? Enough what seeds, though? It has to be a certain type, I would imagine. Nick Foles is coming for Eli.
Right back to
Yeah.
him on first
Actually,
down.
he surpassed Eli, right?
But no further, just a yard there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just trying for the Battle Royale, and I think that's a mistake, too. The fact that you have Battle Royale now in those games, like...
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
A caught first down. He goes out of bounds, though, which is kind of bad, but they got the first.
As they keep this drive
So
rolling.
533 yards now for Foles.
And there's a completion to
Wait,
the tight
what?
end.
How does it say 509 passing yards, but they just showed 533?
6'4",
What?
6'5" and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball
Or was that
players,
533
somehow
total
came
yards?
back
I'm
to
not sure.
football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye
How does Foles have
coordination.
530? Because they've been
Guys can
passing
control
bombs
their
on
bodies when
freaking
they
Tampa
run
Bay,
their
dude.
routes.
Tampa Bay's defense is trashing it up for them. Another run here.
And he'll
Couple
take this
yards.
one down to the 36.
19 for 61, so about 3 yards per rush. Just over 3 yards per rush for
They try
a
to
Jai
push
fixed his
their
rushing
inside, but that
issue.
one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's weird because even Battlefield is bringing out Battle Royale. That's why I don't understand that. I'm so against the fact that they have Battle Royale in freaking a Battlefield type game. Like I mean they're just doing it because it's the popular thing. Don't get me wrong. So I mean they're just riding the bandwagon.
Foles
Oh, play action. Foles looking deep. Chucks it short. Caught. Oh, my God. He got carried forward for a few yards. Yeah, so Foles has got 538. So now he's 8 yards away from Eli in the last sim. Do you have the simulation on all Madden? No, the simulation is not on all Madden because all Madden is terrible for simulations. I've done plenty of them to know that all Madden is trash for simulations because everyone catches everything. All the blocks are successful. There's absolutely no defense on all Madden. The defense is pretty much non-existent on all Madden. So I do all pro with custom sliders. And that has produced the most realistic sims I have seen to date. Yeah, it was 544. He's got 538. So 8 plus 8. Well, fine. Okay, so 6 yards. So 8 plus 6, 14. 544. What's up, Legendary? How's it going, dude?
Try the ground game here with the running back.
Well, tell people to subscribe, Mike. Pump up the channel. Amon, you still around, dude?
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
You're playing Minecraft. Boo.
Short gain here, down to the 22. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes. So they can't.
Third down and 5. If he gets 6 yards, he's tied Eli. Oh, God, he's looking. He's looking. Throw it. Oh, no. Down goes Foles. Down goes Foles. Oh, he actually gained a yard. So never mind. He wasn't sacked. He gained 1 yard. So why was he still in a passing stance, though, even though he ran past the line of scrimmage? Yu-Gi-Oh? No. K-Dog, that's not going to happen. All right, so a field goal try here to put him up by 33.
It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash.
And the kick is up, and it's good. So Nick Foles doesn't look like he's going to be topping Eli in this game.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out.
Yeah, guys, be sure, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, guys, and you like watching The Sims, be sure to sub, dudes. Be sure to sub. Be sure to leave a like on the video, guys. Appreciate your support. Any cheese? Yeah, the only cheese was in Tampa Bay's favor. They blocked Philly's extra point, their first extra point of the game. No reverse cheese, but Philly hasn't needed it really, so.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Tampa Bay served up their own form of a Philly special. It was a Philly cheesesteak. Philly cheesesteak cheese.
Sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going.
Dion cheese from the past last year, extra pungent, yeah. All right, Fitzpatrick makes the pass, throws. Oh, nice defense there. 13 for 33, 151 yards and a pick. My favorite top QB of all time, Peyton Manning. Maybe Nick Foles, 544 plus yards will be the reverse cheese. Yeah. I mean, they might get the ball back, but there would be no point for them to throw, for Philly to throw at this point in the game.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Up by 33 points. Not even a third and long warrants a pass from Philly at this point. Fitz throws it, caught, and oh, he gets out of bounds, so stops the clock.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily.
That's what's up, Manning.
When your other targets aren't open.
I really wish that he would have never had to go to Denver. I don't know. Like, that just seems so freaking weird to me. The fact that Jim Irsay was willing to part ways with Peyton Manning, dude, that pissed me off so much. So, all right, so Tampa Bay converts for a first. What the hell, K-Dog, are you talking about, dude? Are you nervous for the OSU game tonight? Should I be?
These plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Again, it's Fitzpatrick.
Fitz back to throw. Whoa, way overthrown.
And it's incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Defense kind of scares me. Well, I mean, all OSU needs to do is just score more points in the. Oh, chucks it away. Wow. Surprised that wasn't intentional grounding there. Little sus. Little sus, bro.
After this one, he's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Fitz back to throw. Throws it deep. Caught. Oh, stripped out of his hands, though. Incomplete.
Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on.
Well, I'm just saying, Mike, that your defense can be bad as long as your offense can play better than the other team's offense. That's all that matters. Your defense just needs to get a stop here, a stop there, and then other than that, you just need to make sure you keep throwing TDs, man.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Yeah, they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
George W. Bush discovered America. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Nick Foles in the chat. What? Where's Nick Foles? Eagles scored every quarter. Yeah. All right, so they're certainly not going to be using timeouts at this point. Tampa Bay's not calling any timeouts now, so that's pretty much, they're just going to let them run it down. So Philly has no reason to pass. Tampa Bay has no reason to call any timeouts, so this game is pretty much over. I think I might actually pay out now because, to be honest, like, this game can't go any other way.
And on the ground they go with a running back.
Oh my gosh, almost another 1st down, dude. Nice stretch there by Ajayi. Bell officially out week 2, man. I think we knew that though, right? I mean, I don't know. I guess for some reason I felt like we knew that already. but technically I don't really care. Although if it helps the Steelers lose, then I'm fine with that. Le'Veon is a tard, yes he is. Another first down. That's game. All right, payout. Do a Pats versus Jags. Didn't Jalen Ramsey also say that if he didn't care if he was playing against his grandma, he would blow her up too on the field or some crap like that?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
No record for Nick Foles. No. 13, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beep. That's the end of the game.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Eli must be happy. See, I don't understand how they said they keep showing 533, but then they say 514 passing yards. That doesn't make any sense, right? I think there's something wrong with their. That must be a bug in the game. See, then how come this says he has 538? What the hell? I feel like there's something wrong with their thing. I think because overall, the passing yards should be your actual passing yards minus your sack yardage. That's how you determine overall passing yards. But for some reason, I feel like this is like the raw number here, and then like the actual number is the overall passing yards. But it should really be, they should be one and the same. They're not two different, really two distinct numbers when it comes to the actual stats in real life. So anyway, so we have Nick Foles. So that means Eli's could have actually been worse yesterday. I don't remember how many times he got sacked or how many yards he got sacked for. But anyway, so Nick Foles, 36 for 48, 75% completion percentage, 538 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 11 yards per attempt average. They need to fix it this year. They shouldn't wait till next year to fix that. That's something that should be really easy to fix. They've already got the number. Just use the right one. All right, so then Ryan Fitzpatrick, oh my God, a 43.4 QB rating, 15 for 38, 39% completion percentage, 177 yards, 0 touchdown, 1 interception. Rushing-wise, not much to speak of here. Jay Ajayi, 24 for 77 yards and a touchdown. Peyton Barber, 15 for 35, so not much there, less than 3 yards per rush. More than 2 yards per rush for Jay Ajayi, but not exactly 3 yards. Well, maybe 3 yards, right? Yeah, about maybe just over 3 yards, less than 4. Let's see. Receiving, God, yeah, this is ridiculous. Not likely. Zach Ertz, 9 for 140. Aguilar, 5 for 129 and a touchdown. Gibson, 6 for 126 and a touchdown. Jackson, the top receiver for Tampa Bay, 3 for 67. And then you got Wallace and Goddard here with 60, 40 yards. Goddard with the touchdown himself. Defensively, Philadelphia with 2 sacks. Tampa Bay with 3. Not much to speak of there. Interceptions, Philadelphia with 1. Tampa Bay with 1. Let's see. Team stats here. So again, total offense, 602 yards for Philly, 221 only for Tampa Bay, 88 rushing yards for Philly, 62 for Tampa, 514 passing. See that again, 514 for Philly, 159 for Tampa Bay. Look at this. On the left, look at Philadelphia led literally in every statistical category. Punt return yards, first downs, passing, rushing, total score, of course, total yards, 712 total yards. Oh my God. 60% on third downs. Tampa Bay 31%. So that was a huge part of the game as well, was Philadelphia's ability to convert on third downs, massive part of the game. If you haven't subbed, yes, why haven't you yet, guys? Be sure, if you haven't already subbed to the channel, dudes, and you like watching these sims, be sure to sub right now, guys. Do it. Sub, damn it. And if you like the sim today, be sure, or like the stream today in general, whether or not you like the outcome, be sure to leave a like on the video, guys. So there we have it, dudes. That is all for the day, guys. Thank you for everyone who stopped by today. Thank you for everyone who left a like on the stream today, dudes. Appreciate it very much. Next time I'll be streaming, guys, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And until next time, guys, bye-bye.